Welcome back to the Collective Movements. Today, we are going to be learning how to do a butterfly kick, also known as a Bkick. I'm going to be going over all of the drills, all of the steps, the common mistakes, and how you can fix your B-twist. So make sure you watch to the very end to get all the last information that you can get to help your B-twist. So when I first started, I didn't know what a Bkick was. I just kind of hugged my body in the air and it turned out to be something. And I don't want you guys to have to go through that. So drills, okay. To start, not really prerequisites. This is a very basic trick skill, but having a decent understanding of like a cartwheel, because then you can starfish properly, will help and go a long way. And if you don't know how to cartwheel, that's totally fine. This may or may not help your cartwheel a bit. So the first thing that you're going to do is find yourself a bench, just like this one. All right, so now what you're gonna do from here is you're going to put your back facing towards the wall. I'm gonna demonstrate this, but you're gonna put your back facing towards the wall. You're gonna turn and look over whichever shoulder you want to Bkick over. So because I twist to my left, I'm gonna put my left hand down first, and I'm going to be kicking my right leg up behind me. And when I land, you'll notice that I kind of pivot 180 to finish in the same direction that I started in. And that's fine. Just make sure that when your foot comes down, your belly button is facing in the opposite direction or towards the floor still from your original starting position. And you'll see what I mean. And hopefully Rudy can freeze frame and point out like bing, like that or something about what I'm talking about, so you can visually see it, because it makes sense to me about how I'm explaining it, but maybe it doesn't make sense to you. So hopefully Rudy can help me with that. So back facing towards the bench, I'm going to turn, put my hands down, kick my back leg, bing, and then I'm going to pivot. So that right there is what I'm talking about. So I'm still facing here when I finish, and just to kill the extra momentum, this is going to turn me back around. That's what the whole thing should look like. Now, that is the very base and the start of this whole thing. When you are able to get your feet above the bench, then I want you to go onto the seated portion, not the table portion, but the seated portion of the bench, and you're gonna do this same thing, but this time you're gonna try to float for a little bit before putting your hands down. So the whole thing should look like this. If you notice there for a second, I'm kind of floating off in the air, and then my hands kind of come down as my foot is coming down. And that's kind of where you wanna be before you move on to the next step. And the next step is basically doing the first step, but with one hand. And then the step after that is doing this bottom step with one hand, and kind of making it so you're doing both hands. So like maybe one is left and the other one is right, because they're gonna be opposites. The key components here is to make sure you're driving that back leg up. So for me, because I am going to my left, it's my right leg that is coming straight up behind me. You do not want to kick it sideways. So as you start to go, a lot of people make this mistake. They will kick their leg this way, thinking that's how you do the Bkick, but it's actually your chest that causes that pizza flip motion or that UFO motion. Because what happens is when you start here, you dip, you turn, and it's already starting to flip through here. And all the back leg does is just kick to lift you up off the floor. And it doesn't actually help with the flip. It's not supposed to. Anyways, all it does is just lift you up. So dip, turn, and kick. So a cool variation that you can kind of do it, maybe not cool, but like a variation that you guys can do is doing your Bkick with your hands against a wall. What you want to do is find one of these bad boys, one of these walls, and you're going to do your Bkick the same way that you would do it on the bench, but you're gonna put your hands on the wall here. Now what this does differently for you is that you can't actually lift and put weight on your hands. You're right, it just gives you something to focus on with your hands, so you're forced to use them. This will also help with the lift. Now, the reason that I haven't touched on people like dipping and raising their arms is because I think it's kind of unnecessary. if you kick hard enough and if you set right with your chest, your arms don't really do a lot for you. So everything's the exact same, right? My back is towards the wall. I'm going to dip, kick, I'm gonna cartwheel basically on the wall. So. And now gradually what I'm gonna do from here is I'm going to scoot further and further away from the wall until I'm like fingertips scraping the wall. From this point, we're going to actually take our B-twist over here into the grass. And I'm gonna start by not really kicking my leg up super, super high, but just kind of getting the feel for kicking it behind me, okay? Dip, kick. So that's a good, easy progression way to start working into the full thing. And from there, you're gonna notice that my leg's gonna start to kick higher and higher and higher up until I'm actually doing a full Bkick. Now, a couple of things that you can do to help your Bkick, or rather a couple of like look preferences, is you can either spot down on the floor or you can look straight ahead. By looking straight ahead, that's gonna arch your back a little bit more, which is gonna give it that nice floaty arch look, and I think it looks really pretty. I spotted the trees straight ahead of me, and what you're gonna notice on this one is I'm actually gonna be looking towards the ground, and it's gonna give me like that more of that flat look, and that's kind of what I like, and it feels better for me that way anyway. A couple of other good ways that you can do if you're having a lot of trouble learning how to get your hips up is the same bench that you were putting your hands on to like the first drill. You can do that same thing, but instead of going to the side of the bench, you can actually go over the entire thing. It's gonna be a little bit different, and it tends to work better with like a rail. So if you happen to have a rail, which I do, and I will show you what I mean, you can use the rail. So try to find yourself a stable rail. This one's a little wobbly, but it's all right for me. You can take the rail, boom, and you're gonna actually try to pull and Bkick yourself over. So from here, one more time. Here's what it looks like from a side view. So if you're having issues kicking your legs high enough up to actually get like that flat or that arched look, you can go over a rail. Now, what I would like to caution with this is you're going to be pushing with your arms to keep yourself above the rail. And I do not want you guys to do that with your butterfly kick. Just know that this is just a stepping stone and it may cause some bad habits. So a few of the common mistakes that I see happen a lot is people don't push past the phase where they're only kicking like this high. So you almost want to think of it like you're kicking so hard that you're trying to like kick the back of your head. So like all the way back. Another common mistake is that people will turn their hips a little bit, right? And this also comes from the drill that I'd mentioned earlier. So like make sure you're still facing the same direction when you land and then pivot out of it. So you want your belly button to be facing the floor the entire time, right? So here's what I mean. They tend to like turn their hips a bit, right? So they kind of like that. And that's not the way it like needs to be done. So make sure that your belly stays flat and towards the floor and that you're kicking your leg behind you up as high as you can. Another common mistake is this actually stems towards the B-twist, and I touched on this a little bit in the B-twist tutorial. Often when people do their B-kick is they start to go in like this direction that they're facing. So like I'm like traveling this way and they kick their B-kick up from here, but that's incorrect. You actually want to keep flipping a little bit more before you fully jump off the floor. So what I mean is like, all right, so if I'm gonna B-kick towards you guys, or I'm gonna dip towards you guys, right? I'm not supposed to be facing this direction. I'm actually not supposed to fully jump and lift until I'm here in this direction, right? And that's gonna give that nice stretch and snap for your Bkick, right? Because if I don't finish the turn on the floor, then I'm not gonna get that nice full turn and UFO motion, right? So here's what I mean. You see how I didn't flip all the way through versus on that one where my feet actually came all the way through and then back down. And that's going to go a long way for your Bkick, and that's a huge common mistake that happens all the time with people. Just to recap, a couple of the common mistakes is people not finishing the full dip on the floor, 1. 2, they're not kicking high enough. 3, their chest never comes back up, right? So here's what I mean. When they dip, it stays down here and then it kicks through. But what should be happening is when it dips, it's got to lift back up and arch everything through. So you're trying to pull your chest back up and almost arch your back for your Bkick. And that's gonna go a long way. This one's not really a common mistake, just a friendly reminder. You can either spot the floor or you can spot looking ahead. They do cause a different look inside your Bkick, and that's totally fine. It just depends on what you want. And that's how we do a butterfly kick. Alrighty guys, and so that's it for this tutorial. So I hope you guys got some good value out of this and hope you guys learned something. If you did, make sure you jump on that like button and turn it blue for me. So make sure you jump on the subscribe button and the bell notification because we'll be releasing videos for you guys every Saturday. And happy Saturday, TCM. Don't forget to send us your clips to our Instagram of your butterfly kick if you need help or if you have some cool lines that you did with it. We'd love to post you on our Instagram story. So send us your clips to our Instagram, which is @thecollectivemovements, and we'll see you there. Leash your dogs, please, for their safety and for my dog's safety.